For the hip hop part of this trilogy of videos I want to start making every once in a while. Listening to quite a lot of hip hop, and it's mostly been in the like early 2000s. I kind of mentioned that in my last video about the metal. I just listened to a lot of early 2000s music, and there was just like some incredible stuff. I already kind of knew that, but there's just like some more stuff that I've gotten into recently. So recently, I should have known about them, but just like I've really been appreciating them recently, I guess. And just wanted to go over, like I said in the last video, I'm not doing any modern stuff. I'm doing some modern stuff, but nothing from this year of 2025. So I want to save all that for the end of the year. Don't want to talk about this. There's been some hip hop I've been enjoying this year quite a lot. That's come out. So, but I'm not going to go over those albums in this video. It's going to be just from years past. But I'm going to go ahead and jump right in, try not to waste too much time. But first album I want to talk about is Deltron 3030 of the self-titled. The only album ever released under this name. This is the 25th anniversary of this album. It came out in the year 2000. And it's just like such a timepiece for that too. It's just like that kind of like futuristic, like computer kind of things. That was like with that turn of the millennium and stuff. It's really cool, and it just made like such a great. It's just such a great kind of album, like this kind of like dystopian, futuristic sound to it, and just Del the Funky Homo Sapiens is awesome. I've been around with his music a lot since I was a little kid, and I've just really been appreciating this album. And it's interesting because I'd like tried it in the past and never really liked it that much, but now I'm just really enjoying it, and it's just really such a great album, and from the early 2000s, and yeah, it's a great album. You should listen to it. It's just so many great things about it. But I'm gonna move through these pretty quickly. Just kind of recommending here for people to listen to. This is in the same realm. And like these first like three are in the same realm as LP Fantastic Damage. Really been enjoying this, especially recently, and yeah, this is just like such a great like album from the early 2000s, and I just really been loving the sound from the early 2000s. Like this kind of goes along with Cannibal Ox and like ASAP Rock and stuff, and there's members on this album, actually featured on this album, and I really have just been enjoying just like the abstract sounds and just like some of the interesting beats on this album, and just like LP's flow, and just like the guest appearances are really great, and just really love this like style of underground hip hop from the early 2000s. There's just like so many gems within it, and this is definitely a big one. And going on from there, this album came out the same year actually, and it's Atmosphere, God Loves Ugly. I heard about this album years ago. I've been coming back to it a lot, and it's just like the same kind of thing as the last two albums I was talking about, just kind of all in that same kind of realm, with have their own kind of feel to them. But I've just been really loving just like this like conscious like underground hip hop from the early 2000s. I just love conscious underground hip hop just in general. I love some modern stuff too, which you'll get into here in a minute actually, and talk about an artist that's within that realm. But yeah, I'm just really been excited about those early 2000s albums, and you should definitely check them out if you've never heard of them, or if you just go back and listen to them again, man. They're just really good. But next is a modern one that actually just came out last year in 2024, and very well-known artist, probably the most well-known artist, one of the most well-known artists, and is in the top three of the GOATs right now, I'd say, that everybody says, I'd say. But it's Kendrick Lamar, GNX. I did not like this album too much at first, but it was really grown on me, and I've really been enjoying going back and listening to it. So if you haven't listened to it in a while, you should go back and listen to it. It's such a fun, like, kind of like victory lap for him. Just like it's just really grown on me, and I really and have been enjoying it. I don't know why I didn't like it too much at first. It just had to really grow on me a little bit. It's just kind of a little bit different from his other stuff that I like loved so much in the past. So, and I don't know. It was just like kind of just like mainstream-ish, and like just like the whole thing that was going on with him and Drake last year, and it's just like huge publicity and stuff. I just like usually try to shy away from stuff like that, so I was just like kind of skeptical about it to begin with. but really solid, and I've just really been enjoying listening to it. The next one, an artist that I love and have loved for quite a while, is Billy Woods. I wanted to talk about the album Aethiopes. I think that's how you pronounce it. I could be wrong, but I'm not good at remembering names, and I just bad at pronouncing things sometimes. But this is when I was getting really into him at the end of last year, and just listening to most of his discography. But this album wasn't sticking out to me too much at that time. Wasn't going back to this one as much, but this is the one I've been going back to the most as of recently, and really been enjoying it. It's just Billy Woods doing his thing. I just love his rapping style. I love his just like really interesting and just abstract beats, and just always has this just like air and atmosphere to his music that I just really love. And just saw last night that he is releasing a new album next week, which is very exciting. I'm very excited to be hearing that. But this album came out in 2022, and I think this was his last like solo album. He did the album with Kenny Siegel in 2023, which I liked a lot too, and I've actually been coming back to that quite a lot as well. But this album, just like, I think I didn't like the kind of just like instrument, like there's just like a lot of like guitar, like Western kind of sounding like samples and stuff in it. And I didn't really like it as much at first, but now it's kind of grown on me some, and I've just been enjoying it all around. Billy Woods is just an amazing artist. I don't have an album that I've disliked by him, and I'm just excited that I've been getting back into him again after a little break here. But one more I want to talk about here in this video. This is on my favorite albums of 2023 list. It's this very underground rapper. I never hear anybody talking about him. Like it's really only me, and like it's interesting. It's just like a guy I found on Bandcamp that's kind of like in the realm of like the early 2000s stuff, and just like has this like sound, like these samples that are just kind of like eerie and kind of remind me of like the Legends of the Hidden Temple like game show from like the early 2000s. And I should go ahead and say the name. It's Adstrap Seke with their album The Evolution of Consciousness. And I just really feel like this is such an underrated album and such an underrated artist, and I'm excited for them to listen to release more stuff in the future. I just really like the sound of this album, and I really feel like it needs way more recognition. I feel like nobody knows about this album, and you should definitely really listen to it, especially if you like that early 2000s conscious underground hip-hop sound. It's just like did such a great job with it, and I just really enjoy all the beats, and just like he has a really good rap style, and I just really enjoy it. So but yeah, that's my hip-hop recommendations for this video trilogy here. So like I said, go back and listen to them if you've listened to them before, and if you haven't, then definitely check them out, and let me know what you guys think in the comments, of course, and recommend whatever you think down in the comments as well. I'd like to have some recommendations on what to listen to. I'd like to have an excuse to go back and listen to something, or find something new I haven't listened to. So yeah, it's all for this video. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.